Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are setting up a long-term collections journal in this Archer and Olive notebook. As you may already know, Archer and Olive are one of my favorite brands of notebook. I will be linking everything down below. I want to give a shout out to the lovely Jashi Corin for inspiring this notebook for me. This was definitely one I didn't know I really needed, or I knew I needed something but I didn't know what it was. So we are starting off with an index. The theme, if you can call it that, for this journal is super simple. I picked a color palette of Tombow brush pen markers and did an alternate pick of the colors going through them, either a simple border, an underline, and things like that. Here we have a birthday master list and a holidays, which will also be holidays and important dates because I don't do that many holidays. But I'd like to put in things like my MOT, my boiler service, and anything that happens like yearly on the regular that I might forget about. I will say I do forget to redo the JFM letters for the months after I've coloured them. I go back after I've filmed it because I didn't realise until I went to go fill it in after recording this last night that I'd missed them. I already have some ideas for more spreads that I would like to add to this journal. I need to sit down and actually make a list and decide, does it live here or does it not? I've got a few other journals I'd like to set up this year as well. I'd like to set up a plant bullet journal this year because I'd like to get my garden off and prospering, hoping to grow my own veggies and herbs and some fruits and things. So here we are moving on to the habit tracker and bucket list. So now we are moving on to my self-care master and the how often should I. So I do have a master cleaning list which does need to be moved to this journal. It doesn't need to be mixed in with my yearly setup. And then I can separate them into how often do I need to do these things rather than per room. I initially did them per room to help me just pick up small tasks here and there, depending on where I am. But hopefully this might work better for me. I'll still have some sort of spread in my bullet journal, but I will have to adapt that slightly, I think, to help it flow a little bit better so I don't need as much in my journal when it comes to the cleaning tasks. Here we are onto my password prompts page. A lot of the time, especially if it's a website or an account that I don't use too often or I very rarely have to sign back into, like Instagram, very rarely do I get kind of logged out of Instagram and have to log back in. So here is where I'm going to be doing like what site it is, then a hint at what username or email it may be, and then a prompt to hopefully hint at me what password it is and I don't forget what the hints mean. But you never know, I might forget, it might be crystal clear at the time, but in a year's time I might have no idea what I was on about. On this spread I did make a little bit of a mistake. On the second page I didn't want that top line to carry on that far, so I do take a white gel pen to it. It's a white jelly roller gel pen, and I do give it about 2 coats, and you can barely see it once it's dry. I'm using the same grey Tombow marker to do all of these lines throughout, so they are very consistent. And here we are on my skills to build and or learn. I've got a lot of crafts, and I don't even know what kind of category to put them into. Like, I'd love to get better at editing, learn After Effects. I want to learn to crochet. I want to start doing traditional art again, so get back to honing my watercolor skills, practice with some oils and get more efficient with oil paints and things like that. So that's where that will go. And also bookbinding. I really want to learn bookbinding. And here is the obligatory daily cat pets. This is Opal. She very much tends to sit on the arm of my chair while I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing. She's currently sat next to me while I'm recording this voiceover on the arm of my chair. So now we're on to wish lists, which I may be adding a third list to. So this first wish list is random things I just want because I want them, but maybe can't justify them, or they'd be a good birthday idea or Christmas idea for anyone that wants to potentially buy for me. And then the other one is an adult wish list, where all the things that are for the house, like whether, it's coming up to needing a new bin or a dish rack or a washing machine, all of those adulty things that once you hit a certain age you start getting excited about. But yes, I would like to potentially add a third one for like a business wish list. Something I'd also like to do this year is get my online shop back up and running, but I need to work on my website that is pretty much non-existent. The web address is there, but that's about it, because I don't want to go back to Etsy. So here we have a milestones page, and every time I hit a milestone, so recently we did hit 100 subscribers, and then subscribers, a lot of you are turning up pretty quickly, so thank you for your support. But it's just somewhere for me to document what date and what milestone that I hit. So this is where I made another mistake. This wasn't supposed to be an ideas page. This was supposed to be like my master's list of spreads I either always include or periodically include. So I do go back and fix that at some point. So when you see another list shortly that is basically titled the same thing, that's why. And don't mind the coffee smudges on this page. I managed to dunk my sleeve in my coffee and then swipe it across the page without noticing. Here we have my theme ideas page, whether it's going to be color themed, or I want to do a crystal theme or a celestial theme, or whatever I fancy. Whenever I am short of ideas, it's where I can go for a list of ideas I want to do. So here we go. Here's the bullet journal spreads ideas page. So it's supposed to be the ideas page. So my plan with all of columns will be that they're like checkboxes. So depending on whether I haven't like sectioned them off into singular boxes in case something takes up 2 lines, 3 lines, and that kind of thing. And we are now onto my content ideas page for my either this channel or my gaming channel. Somewhere for me to list games I might want to play, or content that I want to make here. I have so many ideas. I forgot to do the grey lines on that one. I think I do go back and do it. And here we are, shop ideas page. So this one will be along the same lines as the others. So any products I'd like to make, or digital downloads, stickers, anything that I would like to potentially make and sell in my shop, that is where they will live. And here we are onto the flip through. would just like to say thank you again for all of the support you have given me since I started this channel. I never expected so many of you. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas and New Year. And I'm excited to see what this year brings. Thank you so much for watching. Leave any comments, suggestions, feedback really in the comments down below. And I will see you in the next video.